All this time and you never bring us back donuts or pizza or nothing.
Man, the cops are out for blood today, am I right? Torres must be even more of a hard ass than Mercer. It's like half the racers on the street don't even remember what we've done for the city.
Welcome to the Militia Gaming community. I'm Trigger Militia, and in this video we're taking a closer look at Goliath's amazing 224 run on Sonic. Let's go! The Militia Gaming community and Dave Loves Games came together to create a community Discord. If you'd like to join the Discord, there's an invite link in the description down below. This is the best way to keep up on what's going on with both of our channels, so make sure you hit that invite link and we'll catch you over there. Goliath is one of the most skilled racers in Need for Speed Heat, so I'm really glad we were able to work together on this video. I'm going to be showing you exactly how he achieves this time and talking about general driving and cornering for this race. There is so much information in this video, there will be advice for players of all skill levels. Now, I do want to be clear, there is no official global leaderboard for Need for Speed Heat. All we have is what we can find on YouTube, so to call this time by Goliath a world record would be a bit presumptuous on my part. That being said, I looked everywhere I could find Need for Speed times, and this was the fastest time I could find with video evidence to back it up. I'm sure there are people in chat rooms declaring their time a world record, but without having the video evidence, it's impossible to know for sure. All this is just to say, don't get too caught up on the name of this video series. This is meant to be a tutorial style video in which I dissect some of the fastest runs in Need for Speed Heat. World record just sounds really awesome. Alright, let's get into it. First up, let's take a look at his build. It's no surprise that Goliath is using the 911 Carrera RSR. It is the fastest car in the game, and I'm pretty sure that's unanimous. He's using the 3.5 liter V6 engine with all Ultimate Plus engine. Engine parts, Ultimate Dual Turbo, 5x3 pound NOS, track suspension, sport brakes, race tires, Elite Plus clutch, Elite 7-speed gearbox, Super Track differential, NOS refill, and NOS duration. He also minimizes his steering sensitivity for greater accuracy and maximizes the downforce to have the most amount of traction when taking turns. The other thing to note is that he's using sport brakes. This is a conscious choice on his part because the sport brakes don't bite quite as much as the Elite and the Pro brakes do. This allows for better brake modulation and better control. Now, Sonic is one of those courses that if you're in an online lobby, you're likely to come across people starting a race for. It seems to be one of the most popular races in the game, given that it starts very close to the house, it has a large payout, and a lot of people have put their times up on YouTube. That being said, there are 7 critical points during this race. That's to say 7 points during this race that you have to do certain things in order to keep your speed or in order to increase your speed and get a better time. Those 7 things are the starting line, turn 1, the jump, the city, the shortcut, the uphill turn, and in the final leg of the race, the highways. The reason Goliath can put up such a fast time on this race is because he executes those 7 things extremely well. Alright, let's get started. Because Goliath races with a manual transmission, he has the ability to control his launch better than if he was using an automatic transmission. With an automatic transmission, my suggestion is to hold down the gas until the countdown timer reaches 2, then release it and press it again on go. This will allow the RPMs to drop a little bit before you start the race, and thus giving you a fairly good launch. Goliath starts the race in neutral and immediately shifts to 3rd gear on go. That's because 3rd gear is the best launch gear for this RS. SR with a 7-speed gearbox. Also notice he is holding down the gas and the NOS button before the race starts. A little tip for those of you who don't know, you can hold down the NOS button to move through all of your NOS tanks. You do not need to tap the NOS button for each tank that you want to use. He clears the traffic by moving across the middle to the left side of the course. That side tends to be much more clear on this race. 3 bottles of NOS are used back to back starting immediately upon go. Using NOS to launch is definitely recommended. It will help your car through the lower RPMs for each of the gears and provide a much appreciated boost to get you to your top speed faster. This first turn looks pretty simple, but it is a critical moment because it sets you up for a long top speed section, and depending on how you take it, you will either be close to your top speed already, or you will have scrubbed way too much speed and lose a bunch of time. As you can see, this is a sweeping left-hand turn that can be taken at around 215 miles an hour. You should be approaching this turn at full speed, and without braking, will be able to make the turn if you take the correct line. Degree turns city. Immediately upon landing, Goliath Sonic. It's a series of 90-degree turns with varying turning angles due to some of the streets being wider than others. Goliath takes this section per this jump to be able to transform necessary for turn 6, as you will want to stay as far to the left as you can. Then as you approach the uphill section, turn your car and aim directly for the checkpoint flag on the right side of the road. The car will jump just a little bit at the top of the hill. When you hit the ground, immediately prime the drift mechanic and tap your brake as needed to make the appropriate turning angle. Keep your speed above of Sonic. It is important to keep your speed above 200 because the next turn is very wide and can be taken easily at full speed. This is the last critical section of Sonic. It is important to keep your speed above 230 miles per hour as much as you can in this section. That means using NOS wherever possible. These turns aren't super complicated and the RSR can take them at full speed without braking. It should go without saying, but stay off the grass and the dirt and don't get into any of the walls. A wall will slow you down significantly and cost you seconds on the total race time. Alright, I think it's so awesome that Goliath has allowed me to make these videos. Huge shout out to him for not only his skill in Need for Speed Heat, but also just being an awesome gamer that sees the value in helping the community get better on the total race time. Alright, I think it's so awesome that Goliath has allowed me to make these videos. Huge shout out to him for not only his skill in Need for Speed Heat, but also just being an awesome gamer that sees the value in helping the community get better. I'm really curious if this video has helped you get better. Please leave your before and after times in the comments section for this course. Let us know if this video helped you, and make sure you go subscribe to Goliath's channel. He is a racing fiend and does all kinds of racing content. I'll put a link in the description for his